I mean, it's been a lifelong dream, you know, since a little kid in Jamaica. I was like, one day I want to be in Vogue. I said that to myself, not knowing how realistic it could ever be. And that dream came true.
Today I'm speaking with Matthew Harris, otherwise known as Mateo of MATEO New York. MATEO New York is a fine jewelry brand and also is launching luxury handbags this year. 2017 Vogue Cfda Fashion Fund finalist.
Yes.
So Mateo, he grew up in Jamaica. Tell me what that was like and how did it shape who you are today?
I'm really an island boy at heart. I grew up in Paradise. Have you ever been to Jamaica?
No.
You have to go. It's incredible. It's a tiny little island in the middle of the Caribbean with the beautiful blue Caribbean Sea surrounding this massive land. We have the most beautiful beaches and the most incredible food. And as you know, we have Usain Bolt, we have reggae music, we have Bob Marley. So I had a phenomenal childhood growing up in Jamaica.
And then how did you come to the city of New York?
I finished high school early, so my mom sent me to the US for university, and I went to school in New Hampshire, then I went to school in DC, then I moved to New York where I started my adult life, I guess.
Your adult life. Okay, so tell me about, so first you were thinking hospitality.
Yes, I studied hotel management, hospitality management, and I thought this was going to be my thing, my passion. But when you're so young, you really don't know truly what you want to do in life. So I was on a bus heading back I was modeling in New York at the time, and I was heading back to DC for school, and I met this random stranger on the bus, and he gave me a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It literally changed my life. I read the book and I really discovered myself as a person and what was that burning desire, as the book would call it, and jewelry making was it, and that's how MATEO New York came about.
How did you learn to design jewelry and handbags?
Well, first of all, the handbags, my mom is completely involved.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, she approves every sketch and she tells me what she wants and what colors to use. So the handbags, I design it, but my mom, she is the creative director really in her mind, because she calls me to co-sign everything. Jewelry, I'm self-taught. I went to the jewelry district and I just asked questions. I YouTubed a lot of trial and error, but I really have a passion for it. So it's something that if you really want it, you just go after it. And jewelry has always been one of those things. And I've developed a brand DNA on my own just because I test and experiment with things, and I said, okay, I really like this, and it becomes a part of me, it becomes a part of the brand.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I did not go to school for jewelry making, but it's now 9 years of making jewelry, so I've learned quite a bit over the years.
And so it was mostly on YouTube that you
I learned a lot on YouTube. I learned a lot by reading books. I mean, I have a ton of jewelry books. I remember the first time when I was making men's jewelry, I bought myself a flex shop, and I had a bench in my apartment in Brooklyn, and I was there hand making the jewelry myself. And the business just grew so much. Now we have a production team who handles production. But you could learn if you really want something, you can have it, But I sat there just experimenting, testing, asking questions. I would sit in the jewelry district by the Russian Jews, really, who I sat down with. Mm-hmm. And I would be their apprentice, and they showed me how to, solder the metal, how to polish, how to drill a hole in a pearl. Like, they showed me all of these things. But again, just really being self-taught.
Mm-hmm. So how do you get that sharp, sweet spot price point?
It's creating an incredible, desirable design, mm-hmm. and adding the gemstone, adding the diamonds, but keeping it at the right scale to keep the price right.
Okay. And that's what it is.
Yes, because, when you go big, of course the price goes up. The weight of the gold goes up. So we have found a balance. And then girls also want to wear the jewelry every day.
Right.
Long gone are the days when you're buying a piece just for Thanksgiving dinner or for Christmas dinner or a gala.
Yeah.
My girl, when she shops, she wears it every day. I think someone said she only takes her earring off to take a shower. That's
right.
it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So this is what we do here. We want our girls to wear the jewelry every day.
And you had so many different ideas in the beginning. How did you hone down and really decide, this is my aesthetic, this is how I'm gonna launch the brand?
Well, we launched with men's, and the honest truth is, when I was making jewelry, I wanted to just make jewelry for myself. And I hated skulls at the time, and everyone was making skulls. So I was like, I will not wear a gothic skull as if I shopped at Hot Topics. No. so I wanted just like clean, classic men's jewelry. I was moving out of my apartment in Brooklyn, and a screw fell out of the wall. And I was like, why isn't this screw a necklace? So I was like, We took a man's toolbox, and that's how the first collection came about. We made a zipper necklace that actually zipped. So it was very industrial. The first collection was very industrial, very men's toolbox, kind of very masculine, emblems. Anyway, we made a zipper necklace, and my friend said, why don't you put it in the store? He was managing what goes around comes around at the time. And Mal Ottenberg, which is Rihanna's stylist, would pull the zipper necklace, and then I was at home and I got a Google alert saying, Rihanna wears MATEO zipper necklace. And I was just like, this is not even happening.
Right.
I literally freaked out. And that was the start of the jewelry career for me.
So tell me about all of the things that you endeavor in. They all are tied to jewelry. So the handbags, the candles,
yes.
The fragrances. So tell me about the fluidity of that connection.
Well, I want to create a lifestyle brand. So the earring you're wearing, let's show that off. See, that earring you're wearing, I'll get up and...
This one?
Grab the nude. So the girl wearing that earring,
yeah,
she carries this bag.
Okay, I can see that.
You get it?
Yeah.
So I want to create a lifestyle brand. You should be able to come here and you should get your jewelry. You should get, your bougie parfum, candles. You should be able to get your perfume. Eventually, I want to expand and really just put a fully realized lifestyle brand. Handbags, shoes, jewelry. Who knows? The sky's the limit.
Oh. That's so exciting. Okay, so when you're designing candles and fragrance, that's a whole new category that you weren't experienced in before. So tell me about how you even started that.
Well, first of all, you have to align yourself with the right people.
Right.
You must. Because you will make mistakes, and a lot of these mistakes are expensive. So you can't, just, my mom would say, willy-nilly get up and just say you want to do something randomly.
Right.
So there's a company called Firmenich. They do all the fragrancing for people like Marc Jacobs fragrances, Vera Wang, a lot of the fashion brands, and Firmenich does the perfume mixing, and then I have someone from Firmenich then sends the scents to Arkansas, because the candles will be made in New York, made in Arkansas, and it will be packaged and everything else in New York. You just have to find the right people to align yourself with. I don't know if I'm answering your question clearly.
No, you are. So let's say for Pearl, so how do you translate your vision and come up with a scent? What does it look like when you're choosing the different notes that go in it?
For me, it's emotional.
Okay.
Like when I touch and feel a pearl, I want something very ethereal. So when you smell, you can't describe a smell as ethereal, but when you smell or candle pearl, you are going to die, because it's whimsical. It's this beautiful, soft, delicate scent that is just has a light florally note. Or black onyx fragrant. There's a hint of black currant in there and sandalwood. I'll send you one.
No, but how did you get you know exactly what you want, but how do you make that realized and talk to the nose or whatever fragrance company you're working with and say, okay, I want these different things in it, or were they suggesting that to you?
They make a few suggestions, but I'm very precise and very, informed as to what I truly want from my brand. So if I say black onyx, I want something strong and robust, but still romantic underneath it, and again, I'm working with very well experienced people. So when I sit there and I try to say, we want to make a black onyx into a fragrance or a candle, and I say I want black currant and I want sandalwood, they then come in and say we need something else to balance it out.
Right.
And this is where they come in and just refine everything for me. Again, you have to find the right team. If you don't have the right team, you will fail. And luckily, I've aligned myself with a few people that has helped.
What was your favorite experience during the Vogue Cfda Fashion Fund?
My favorite experience? Well, obviously shooting with Carly Kloss.
Yeah.
I mean, that was incredible. But not only that, I think the overall experience was great because I learned a lot about myself.
Okay.
Not just the business, but also about myself and about, God, the tenacity that I have to survive. Because you think you're ready, but you're never really ready when you're under that spotlight.
Okay.
And under that pressure. And, we all wanted to win. But beyond winning, you just wanted to be your personal best. And I wanted to be my personal best. So that was the best experience for me. I learned a lot.
So tell me some key takeaways that you learned.
Key takeaways? God. How to present your business in the right light.
Okay.
Because sometimes you think you are, again, here and you're really not.
Yeah.
But the pressure helps you to really elevate and push. So that's one keynote to take away. I learned how to work with other designers. I've never done that before. We've been a one-man show for such a long time. I did a collaboration with Vakera, as I mentioned. And we were butting heads. So you learn how to work with other designers to find a common ground. And we did a phenomenal collaboration for the competition. So I learned all these things, that I would have never known on my own.
So what has been your favorite experience since launching the brand? What was that moment that really sticks out?
Since we launched the brand, we're launching MATEO New York. I would say Vogue, the CFDA. I mean, it's been a lifelong dream, since a little kid in Jamaica. I was like, one day I want to be in Vogue. I said that to myself, not knowing how realistic it could ever be. And that dream came true, it became a thing. So for me, that's the biggest gift and experience I've ever had since I've opened the business. But there's so much more to come. We're launching at Saks, we're launching all these great stores. So I'm forever grateful that all this is happening in such a short space of time.